Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir. I can hear you from my home.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this session hosted by the Northwest Region Standing Committee on Medical Education. So please, as you join, type your name and your MSc, your university, in the chat box. Welcome, everyone. Please, as you join, type in your name and your MSA in the chat box, your name and your university. Okay, I'm seeing Zainab from Fudumsa. Welcome. Welcome, Kamal. Welcome, everyone. Please, as you join, type in your name and your MSA in the chat box. Okay, Abdulmalik, please, you can go on. I see your hand is raised. Welcome, everyone. This is a session hosted by the Standing Committee on Medical Education, Northwest Region. So please, as you join in, state your name and your MSA, your university, in the chat box. Welcome. We can see all of you. Kamal from Umyumsa, Abiodun from Ifumsa, Adam from Umyumsa, Alabi Mubarak, Mayoga from BUK, Muhammad Haruna from Bumsa.
Fine, Alhamdulillah. We don't know how to type our names, so I need somebody to help me through.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties, so that's why we have not started. But we'll start soon. Please, let's keep introducing ourselves. Welcome, everyone. Sorry, we've not started yet. We're running into some technical difficulties, but we'll start soon.
So I can hear you now. I think some technical issues when I restarted the system. I can hear
Oh,
now.
okay. Welcome, sir. Okay.
So, so
So, sir, I'm going
you can
to.
start.
Okay. Okay. Thank God the technical difficulties have been resolved. Welcome, everyone, once again to this session hosted by the Standing Committee on Medical Education, Northwest Region. And today we'll be bringing our speaker. Oh, sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Abdullah Olabi, the Northwest Regional Coordinator. And today we'll be bringing one of our best lecturers at BUK, a lecturer of physiology and a great researcher. And he'll be taking us on the topic of bridging borders, building international relevance and recognition through strategic. Sorry, please, can you mute your mic? Building international relevance and recognition through strategic networking, an eye-opener for Nigerian medical students. I'll go ahead with reading his citation. Dr. Bashir Issa Waziri is the Deputy Director, Center for Biotechnology Research, BUK, a senior lecturer in the Department of Physiology, BUK, a visiting senior lecturer, College of Health Sciences, Umaru Musa Yaradua University, Katsina State. He's also a research associate, Kano Independent Research Trust, and member society representative, the Physiological Society, UK. Dr. Waziri is a seasoned physiologist specializing in cardiovascular molecular physiology. With a medical degree from BUK, that's Bayero University, Kano, and advances in physiology, he has contributed significantly to research and academic leadership. His academic journey includes presenting research at international conferences, organizing educational workshops, and winning numerous awards and grants, including full funding for the Physiology Career Awareness and Training Initiative 2025. Dr. Waziri's passion for teaching and community development continues to inspire the next generation of scientists and healthcare professionals. Born into Kano into the respected family of the late Sheikh Isa Waziri, he graduated from with an MBBS degree from BUK in 2011 and completed his housemanship at Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital in 2012. He served as a medical officer in the pediatrics department at Rashid Shefoni Specialist Hospital, Duse, before joining the Department of Human Physiology in 2014 as a lecturer. Driven by passion for advancing physiological science, Dr. Waziri obtained his master's degree in human physiology in 2018 and earned a PhD in cardiovascular and molecular physiology in 2023. He has acquired numerous professional certificates, such as a training in bioinformatics from European Bioinformatics Institute, UK, molecular lab biosafety and real-time PCR from US Centers for Disease Control, DNA sequencing from Incaba Biotech and ASEFAP, as well as advanced statistical analysis. His leadership roles span various academic and humanitarian initiatives, and he has served as the head of pediatrics. Sorry, please, can you mute your mic? As the head of pediatrics at Rashid Symphony Hospital, level coordinator and assistant postgraduate coordinator at BUK, and is currently the head of
Please can somebody
cardiovascular
mute
and
his
molecular
mic?
physiology research units at
Bello
BUK.
Aman should mute his mic, please.
Sir?
Bello Aman should mute his mic.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Please, Bello, can you mute your... Okay, let me see. Horwitz Undergraduate Research Awards and his recent appointment to the Scientific Program Group for the Physiology in 2024 conference by the Physiological Society UK. He has presented research papers at several prestigious conferences, including Physiology in Focus UK, Future Physiology at Liverpool John Moores University, the African Association of Physiological Societies in Rwanda, and the EBI Summer School in Bioinformatics, Cambridge. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a virtual round of applause to the one and only, the person I and my colleagues call the international doctor, Dr. Bashir Isa Waziri, MBBS, MSc, PhD. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much for the wonderful citation. So I hope everybody can hear me very well. Hello.
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, sir, we can hear
Yes,
you.
sir, we can hear you.
Let me share my slide. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Okay, let me try moving it to see whether it is moving. Is my screen moving?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is moving.
Okay, because sometimes we used to face those difficulties. So good evening, everybody. And today, as the introducer has mentioned, we are going to talk about building international relevance and recognition through strategic networking. When he approached me for this topic, I told him that this is really an important topic that medical students all over Nigeria need to have some guidance, because it is not only that you have to go abroad for you to have international recognition or relevance. From Nigeria, through strategic networking, you can connect with many peoples, many professionals, and many institutions outside, and you will be able to contribute to the medical field worldwide. So, as a way of opening or introduction, I sincerely want to say that when I was a medical student, I never imagined that one day I will collaborate with professionals across the world. But here we are. So let's talk about how you, as student and young professional, you can do it too. I'm still moving, I'm still learning, I'm still making more connections. So I'm not yet up to my target, but then you people can also start, and we will be able to guide you on how you should have strategic networking in order to achieve international relevance and recognition. Now, why? Why international relevance and networking? Why does it matter? What is the importance of that? Number one, it gives people or professional or student access to global knowledge and innovation, because the field of medical profession or healthcare in general is always advancing with new technologies coming in, day out. So if as a professional, you are networking with colleagues that are outside your country, you will be able to know what is going over there. And if there are new technologies and advancement, those people will be able to contact you and connect with you in order to have training in such areas. So you can see it gives access to global knowledge and innovation. The second benefit is collaborative cross-border project and research. It is only through networking that you will be able to have collaboration with others in your own field and those that are in other relevant fields that can help you and support you to conduct your project, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. For example, in our Department of Human Physiology, we have conducted more than 10 programs from the year 2018 to date that we collaborated with international organizations. And it's only through networking that we have that opportunities. For example, last year, our department and Bayero University were among in the world that celebrated the Physiology Week 2023. Bayero University and our department was as part of 72 universities worldwide that celebrated the Physiology Week 2023 by organizing educational activities and outreach activities. So at least this has promoted the name of our department and has promoted the name of the university and has promoted our names as organizers of those events who collaborated with other institutions worldwide to conduct the program. So you see, this is another benefit of networking. Number three is it gives you access to scholarships, fellowships, and training, because it is only through networking that you can have more access to this kind of opportunities. Because through networking, your colleagues or your mentors can contact you and guide you to apply for this kind of opportunities. And you will be able to get them, and you will be able to have the benefit of that. To give you example of this, in the year 2022, through networking with the members of the Physiological Society, I was able to come across an opportunity or an award known as Professional Development Award, which I applied in order to get a training in DNA sequencing. And I got that opportunity and I went for the training for DNA sequencing. So you can see this is also through networking with colleagues and professionals outside our country and within our country, that we will be able to know more opportunities and in order to apply and be able to benefit from them. Another importance is influence. You can be able to influence global health conversations. So you can be able to partner in discussions, in meetings all over the world. You can be able to state your opinion and give your idea that will be relevant to changing policies all over the world, not only in Nigeria. And this is also important, be able to be a voting member for many organizations and a decision maker in such institutions. So this is important, and you can only have this through strategic networking. And through strategic networking, as an African, you are putting Africa on the global research map. So the more we network, the more we collaborate with professionals, institutions, and others abroad and outside Nigeria, the more we put Africa on the global research map. Because those people, they don't know what is happening here. They are hearing stories over there. Some stories are true, some are false. So they need to interact with people that are living in this region in order to understand what exactly is going on in the field of healthcare, and how can they support this kind of people to improve healthcare delivery, medical education, and research in this part of the world. So you can see networking and international employee professional. Now, a professional from graduating as a doctor in the year 2011, that's in BUK. Then I did my master's and PhD in the same university. However, some of my lab work was in United Kingdom. And this is also was achieved due to networking and collaboration. I registered as a member of the Physiological Society in the year 2018, and I've been attending their event online, and I've been exploring opportunities. So when an opportunity comes for people to be trained in an area they want in a lab that is outside their country, I applied and I got that opportunity, and that's how I did some of my lab work here in Gaba, West Africa, and the remaining part of it, DNA sequencing in UK. Through that, I have also collaborated with other societies like American Physiological Society and African Association of Physiological Sciences. And through these collaborations, I was able to present many research papers, whether here in Africa or outside African continent. And these collaborations has yielded beneficial results in the sense that it has led me to make more connections with professionals and get more opportunities from these institutions and professionals outside. Now, my focus is students and building a genomic research laboratory. Currently, we are working at Kano Independent Research Center to build a state-of-the-art genomics laboratory there in order to help African scientists and researchers and build capacity in the field of molecular biology, genomics, and bioinformatics. So what are the lessons in this journey? One, strategic steps. So you need to have your strategic steps that you will follow, and then consistent efforts. The major challenge that we face is failure. For example, you apply for something, you didn't get it, you apply twice, you didn't get it, and you become frustrated. You need to be consistent if you want to succeed in networking and collaboration, especially with institutions and professionals outside the country. And you need to be consistent in trying to get opportunities. So don't be afraid of failure. All of us have been failing and we have been succeeding. So step for you to look around, see where you go wrong, how can you improve on your application, or how can you improve on your project, and so on, and then get it right, reapply again, or try other opportunities. So this is the lesson I want to pass here. You need to have strategic step, you need to be consistent in your efforts, and you need to broaden your engagement. Don't be looking at Nigeria only or your state only. Look at the global platform, network with your colleagues, students all over the world, network with professionals, network with mentors, and I'm sure, and I will assure you that you will get many opportunities you didn't even expect. So, talking about my journey, this is my first international conference at the University of Rwanda, Kigali, where we attended the AAPS fourth educational workshop. This also came as an opportunity because I was a member of that association, and when they advertised for the event, we applied for it, and then they even supported our travel to attend that event. Among us, Professor D. Silverton, who was the former American president of the American Physiological Society, and Dr. Kasim, who is also a medical doctor in Udus, is now a lecturer at Zarqa University in, I think, Jordan. This is the training I was telling you about at the Ingaba Biotech West Africa. This is another opportunity I got, and I applied, and I got that chance to study DNA sequencing and other molecular biology techniques in the year 2021. This is physiology, future physiology 2019, where we presented a paper on shisha smoking and its effects on respiratory parameters. So you can see with this kind of networking, your research that you have conducted in Nigeria, you can present it to the global community, not only in Nigerian population, because by presenting it there, you can have people that are interested in the work people that want to network with you. And interestingly, when we presented this paper in Liverpool, we found that Liverpool is also having large number of shisha cafes in the city, and a lot of people get interested in the discussion, and we got many more opportunities from that. This is in ASEPAP, AKTH, where we have translated workshop with 6 Kenyan partner universities in the year 2023. This discussion was aimed at how can you translate the finding of your research to affect policy change? How can you make it have impact on the population? This is my visit to the office of the Physiological Society just to connect with the workers there, their data management workers, their data analysts, their event managers, and so on. This is last year at the European Bioinformatics Institute Summer School in Kingston. I was very happy that I had the opportunity to attend this event because I was the only African in the event, and there are many other people from various continents. So this gave me a lot of opportunities because it is from this event that I got connections with the ensemble team, European Bioinformatics Institute. Just recently entered. So you see any opportunity, any conference, any workshop you attended, you need to network. That's one of the most important aspect of attending any conference, any workshop, and webinars. For me, attending workshop and networking is among my top list, either number one or two, because I need to network with people. Some of them I know them through textbooks and journal articles. Then when I attend conference, I approach them and talk to them and I connect with them. And that's how it starts. This is Physiology in Focus, Northumbria University, UK. And this person I'm standing right at the right side is Professor Kim E. Barrett, who is the author of the Gannon's Review of Medical Physiology, the famous textbook of human physiology. And she is the editor-in-chief, the Journal of Physiology, and former president of the American Physiological Society. When I attended that workshop and we have a session with editors of the journal, I make the move to approach her and then introduce myself and then talk to her about her textbook. She even told us that the latest version will be released, and I think it has been released now. And from that connection, I was able to invite Dr. Professor Kim E. Barrett to present virtually in our event at the Physiology Week 2024 last year, where she presented on her career journey, challenges she has faced, and how she overcome them. So you can see the benefit of networking. You need to start the connection and you need to you need to be consistent. And from that, you can have a connection and networking and collaboration with experts all over the world. This is the ensemble training I was telling you about. We just concluded on Wednesday at the Kano Independent Research Center Trust. And this had been delivered by Ensemble Team UK. Is strategic networking. So strategic networking has three major criteria. One, it is an intentional relationship building for growth. The word intentional meaning that the relationship is intentional. We are just I'm establishing that relationship for me to achieve something, for me to gain experience, for me to grow in my research field. So if any networking or relationship is not helping or supporting you to grow, or you are not gaining any experience in that field you want to grow across, and you are not gaining any support, that is not strategic networking. So it's better you quit that. As far as strategic networking, it is built in order for you to gain experience and grow in that area of interest you have, and then be able to get support. Okay, whatever, if I said support, I don't mean funding only, no. Whether it is training support, whether it is guidance, whether it is mentorship or whatever. Number second criteria is this relationship is either academic networking. You are networking with academic professionals in teaching or research or other forms of education or professional cycles. Yes, it's for academics, networking can be for business, networking can be for industries, and so on. So you need to know which area. Why are you networking with this kind of people? Why are you networking with this society? Why are you networking with this institution? You need to have your goal, and you need to be monitoring that goal. I'm networking with this institution in order for me to gain so experience, or in order for me to grow in that area of expertise and be able to become an expert. And you need to monitor, you need to be assessing yourself. Am I getting what I want from this network or not? If you are not getting it, where am I going wrong? Is it from my side or from the people I'm not working with? So you need to know whether that networking is strategic or not. And the number three criteria is mutual benefit. So there has to be mutual benefit between you and this institution or professionals or individual you are networking with. You will be exchanging ideas, you will be getting opportunities, because they themselves it's not only you that are benefiting from them. No, they will also gain ideas from you. They will also have some opportunities, for example research opportunities to conduct here. Let me give you a clear example. One of the priorities of the Physiological Society UK is promoting their activities. So the benefits they are getting with supporting kind of people like us here in low and middle income countries is, if we conduct activities here in order to promote physiology, their name will also be promoted and people will get to know about them. So it's a mutual benefit. We are benefiting because we are promoting physiology. We are gaining advancement in knowledge and research technology, and they are also gaining, they are promoting, and they are also getting connection in Africa and other parts of the world. So this is what is called mutual benefit. So a strategic networking must have mutual benefit. So for me, let me recap these criteria or the qualities of strategic networking. One, it is built intentionally for growth. Two, it's either for academic research or other professional cycles. And three, there has to be mutual benefit between the networkers. Okay, having defined and described the qualities of strategic networking, next thing is where to network. So how to network, the and the places you can network. One such places is conferences. Attending conferences is a huge opportunity that you can see and meet many people and you can network with them. So you need to, as a student, you need to try as much as possible to start attending conferences, whether locally and be meeting career development. So those yourself in one corner, try to be attending this kind of so on. And when you attend such webinars or conferences, make sure that you have established some network before you come back. And this you can do by approaching people, talking to them, and starting conversation on your area of expertise. Or if you see a professional in your area of interest, you can approach and talk to him, and then that will be the beginning. Number two is online platform. You need to have a strong networking through online platforms like LinkedIn, for example. If you have a good and standard LinkedIn profile or ResearchGate, you can network with professionals all over the world. And people will be seeing your work, will be seeing your growth, and some will be able to try and then professional societies, you need to start registering with professional society. With small teams, please let's mute our mic so that we can continue. Okay, can I go ahead?
Yes, sir. You can go ahead.
All right. So professional societies, we need to start becoming members of professional societies right from studentship. It is good to start networking with people in those societies because there are societies that have a lot of expertise, not only the physiological society. I'm talking about the physiological society because it's my area of interest. So there are many societies there that you can start trying to register and become a member. Some of those societies registration are free, so you can be either a student member or an intern member, and some you have to pay. But that payment, and I can tell you clearly that what you is very small compared to the benefits you will get of becoming members of these professional organizations. Then students group, which is important, and I want to appreciate the Nigerian Medical Student Association for organizing this kind of activities, because through these activities we also network and ideas. So through student organizations, you can also network with colleagues and you can professionals, and it is very important that you should be part of activities of those student groups. So there are many platforms or events or places where you can network. As I said, which I will recap: conferences, webinars, workshops, online platforms like LinkedIn, ResearchGate, Twitter, professional societies, and then student groups. Now, the next question is how to network. We have now know another important aspect. So if you see or you're an expert and you want to start networking or you want to establish a relationship, start email, introduce yourself and state your interest. Okay, why are you are you sending that email? Important. I will assure you that if you send an email and you have clear intent, they will be able to guide you and they will respond to you. When I send email to Professor Hakim Ibaret, she usually responds within hours in that day. The email doesn't even last for 24 hours, she will respond. So you can see they also want to make connection with people, they want to support people and mentor others, especially in this part of the world. Then attend webinars and ask questions. If you attend webinars like this one, or conferences or workshop, don't stay quiet. No, if you stay quiet and shy, you are not helping yourself. Ask questions. By asking questions, you will be able to know many things and people will be able to know you, and you can be able to establish a networking relationship with many people. Number three is register and attend workshop and conferences, as I earlier mentioned. Then approach people, introduce yourself, and start conversation. Always, this is key at conference or any event that you attend, either physically or even virtually. You can approach people through their email, introduce yourself, and start the conversation regarding your target, your area of interest. I will give you one example. In the year 2017, 2018, I came across an article on ECG in a journal published by one Professor Barbara Drew from University San Francisco, California. And the article was interesting. She was talking about educating healthcare professionals, not only medical doctors, with basic knowledge of ECG, and in order for them to know sign of danger and be able to repair patient immediately. So I make a comment on that article, and I also contacted her through her email, and she responded. She guided me and she sent all her training content on ECG to me. And she invited me also to Edinburgh to attend an ECG workshop there. So you can see how it begins and how it goes. And up till now, we still maintain connection with her, and I'm still benefiting a lot and about electrophysiology and so on. So another way on how to network is you need to follow professionals in your interest area. You need to know what do you want, what is your interest area. Is it for example, molecular physiology? Is it cardiology? Is it obstetric and gynecology? What are you interested in? And follow professionals in that area for you to be able to grow in such field. And then be active on LinkedIn and other academic platforms. If you want people to be seeing what you are doing and know where you are and what you do, you need to be active in such platforms. And professional tip here that I want to tell you is always follow up and say thank you. So if anybody supported you with anything or guided you to achieve something, or even maybe you asked him to do something, or even reply to your email, always say thank you. It's very important and people really appreciate that. Now, who to network with? Of course, senior faculty and mentors. If we say faculty, we mean staff, especially the academic staff. So those senior faculty members that have huge experience and have been mentoring people, these are kind of people you should network with. That's one category. Two, your fellow students within and outside your country. You need to network with your colleagues from your country and outside the country, because through that networking you will be able to know many opportunities and what is happening in your country. all over with may become something elsewhere you to maybe an event or even to lead something or a research activity or so on. So it is very important to be networking among yourself. Then researchers in your field of interest. I gave example, this is my field, bioinformatics, physiology, and genetics. That's why I gave example with that. So you identify your field and network with researchers in those fields. And then alumni from your school that are working abroad. There are many professionals, healthcare professionals from BUK, from all other universities, Umaru Musa Yaradua, FUD, University of Abuja, University of Lagos, everywhere. They are working there outside, and they have also access to many opportunities. So we need to establish a relationship and networking with them, because with that networking, you will be able to know about opportunities out there. You will be able to know how you can get some support to run some activities here, and you will be able to advance your knowledge through your guidance. So these are sets or groups of people you need to be networking with. What are the opportunities you can explore? These are those just examples. There are many opportunities you can explore. So I'm just giving examples. Physiological Society, which is a society of students, graduates, professionals, emeritus professors in medical field, physiology, anatomy, and other health-related fields. American Physiological Society, the same thing. AfriHealth is concerned with capacity building and healthcare delivery in Africa, and so on. And there are many fellowship opportunities. And then online programs. You as a person, you need to be building yourself through online courses. Some of these courses are free. You can attend and get your certificate, and you will learn a lot, and you will gain skills from such courses. And some of these courses are run in collaboration with renowned universities internationally. So, what are the toolkit for global visibility? How do you improve your visibility so that people will also know about you and you will be able to network very well? Number one, you will need to develop your soft skills, meaning communication skills and leadership. You need to know how to communicate with people. You need to know how to establish mentorship relationship, and you need to know how to lead group of people. So this can begin from you having groups for discussions, organizing students' activities, educational events, and participating in workshop, conferences, and so on. Through these activities, you learn digital skills because you can't do without them. You need to know how to operate computer very well. You need to know how to work with tools like MS Word, MS Excel, PowerPoints, AI tools, and so on. I usually become frustrated when I learn students cannot register for their session unless they went to pay and give some people money to register for because they don't have those skills. And these are the kinds of people that will be complaining after graduation that they are not getting opportunities. How will you get opportunity? You are not developing yourself. So you need to learn, you need to be, you need to know how to operate computer. And nowadays, you need to know data analysis skills, and you need to start learning programming language like Python and R, because they are almost applied in all fields, especially data analysis, web development, and AI generation. And with those skills, you will be highly competitive and you will be above your colleagues because when there is any opportunity, people will be looking at what skills do you possess. Okay, this one has Python skills, or he knows how to operate R, you know how to work with these tools, so this one is more competitive for this opportunity. So try and start building right from now. Try and start building your capacity so that when you graduate and start speciality or you start doing your masters, you keep building and you keep becoming an expert in such, open many opportunities for you. Then build a personal identity brand. You need to be consistent, to have consistent research interest and online presence. So if your research interest is physiology, be consistent in physiology and all related fields in physiology. If it is maybe in genetics or maybe in reproductive health, be consistent and grow in that area. And also you need to be consistent in your online presence. Don't, for example, if you are online, you are posting activities maybe monthly, and then you spend 1 year without posting, then you are not consistent. So you need to maintain your online presence, you need to maintain your online connections, you need to maintain your interests, you need to maintain your connection with people all over the world. If, for example, you have connection with some people and a lot of time has gone, you didn't hear from them, send them an email or message just to maintain that connection. It's very important. All right. So my top 3 networking tips before we round up. Number 1 is be visible. You have to be visible in this kind of the world. You have to share your wins, your work, and your journey. Although some people may misunderstood you saying that maybe you are proud of yourself or something. No, it is not like that. You are sharing your wins and your growth for other people to see and for other people to know what you are doing. There are many people you are doing, and from that post they can contact you. So this is the essence. It's not for being proud, it's not for you to showcase that you are this, you are that. No, it's for you to show people what you have done and what you have achieved, so that others will see, professionals will also see and know what you are doing, and you are creating connection with that post. And many students and younger ones will also like to emulate you. So they will start asking questions, how will they achieve? And you will be able to guide them. So you have to be visible. You have to share your wins, especially in academic growth and research field. And you have to share your journey. Second, you need to be curious. You need to ask questions. This is very important. And this is one of the things I used to tell my students, that if you want to learn medicine, you need to be curious. If you want to grow, you need to be curious. Ask a lot of questions. Why is this happening? Get an answer. Ask another question. Why is this happening? Okay. So by asking questions, you will be able to come up with many research questions. You will be able to read and get your answers and advance your knowledge, and you will be able to engage with people meaningfully. Then the third tip is be consistent. You have to be consistent. You have to keep learning. If you stop learning, you will be outdated. So you need to keep learning and keep connecting, keep connecting, keep connecting. Don't stop. We are always connecting and we are always looking for opportunities. And this will continue for our growth and for the benefit of younger ones like students and mentees. So my closing slide says you don't have to leave Nigeria intentional, strategic, and bold. So all those networking you are establishing, they have to be intentional. There are targets you want to achieve. That's what I mean by intentional. Strategic in the sense that there are goals or objectives you want to reach through that networking. And you have to be bold. You have to approach people, connect with them, and you have to show your wins, you have to show your journey, and you have to share your experience also. So, what are our call to action? And what I would like to say to you and all listeners of this session, that start where you are. Use what you have and build your way to the top. Start where you are. Use what you have and build your way to the top. Start small, but think global. So no matter how you start is important, but your large or major goal is for you to have global connection. So you have to start small, but thinking global will be able to make you grow. And then be consistent. You need to be consistent. Don't be afraid of failure. If you fail, try again, try again, try again until you succeed. Now, before I close completely, I would like to ask you to join us at our program, Physiology Career Awareness and Training Initiative, year 2025, which is funded by the Physiological Society UK. This is another opportunity that has been achieved through networking. I was able to know about this opportunity because I'm networking with the society. If I'm not networking, I will not know about this opportunity. So when it comes, we applied with my team, and then fortunately, because sometimes the decision, knowing people also affect a kind of decision. So these people, they know what we have been doing in Nigeria and Africa, and with the kind of application we make, and they send some corrections for us to revise the application. Unfortunately, all over the world or all over the low and middle income countries, we are only two teams that are funded by the Physiological Society for these programs. I don't know the other team, but our team in Bayero University, Physiology Research, in collaboration with some lecturers in Federal University, Duse, and one of my students at Bradford University, UK, we applied for this program. So we are going to host the program in August 2025. Although the program has limited space, but I would like you to try applying, and if successfully you get selected, you will be able to attend and gain valuable experiences. One, you will be able to gain insight on diverse physiology career opportunities and acquire research skills like molecular biology techniques and other skills like use of referencing tools and data analysis and learning management system for interactive teaching and assessment. And you will be able to network with experts and professionals from all parts of Nigeria and have mentorship opportunities and connection. So I would like to be seeing your applications, and you need to make a good application because we will have some selection criteria due to the limited available space. All right, so with this, I will say thank you very much for listening. And if you want to connect with me, here are my social media handles. I'm more active on LinkedIn and Facebook. So you can always connect and see what kind of activities we do. You can send messages, and I'm sure I will get reply, especially on LinkedIn, you will get your reply. So thank you very much, and thank you for having me. I will appreciate questions, comments, and contribution.
Wow, wow, wow. What a really impactful session. Wow. The most the point that stood out for me was when you said three things: be intentional, know what you are going for, know which conferences to attend, have the end be bold. Meet that person that looks like one far away influencer, but he's here with you in the conference. Meet him, he might be your next door to an opportunity. So time has gone, but we'll open the floor for questions for about 5 minutes. Thank you, sir, for spraying us with a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge from your experience. So we'll start with Umar Sunusi Dalhat. Your hand is raised.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. First, I would like to kind of appreciate and say a lot of thanks to our able teacher, our mentor, Dr. Bashir Isa Waziri. I really appreciate the way he teach us, and I really thank you very much, sir. May Allah reward you abundantly. Secondly, I would like to also appreciate Abdullahi Ola Mide or Abdullahi. I would like to appreciate your work. Actually, you are always making us proud as our classmates. Thank you very much, sir, for organizing this wonderful webinar. May Allah reward you abundantly also. So, sir, my question is like two question, or let me say one question. You talk about digital skills. You say we should learn how to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, and other things. You also talk about finding and also digital skills like data analysis. So what I like to ask, sir, is can you recommend any kind of website or YouTube channel through Python and data analysis? That's my question. Like a website or data analysis. Thank you very much, sir, once again.
Yeah, thank you very much for the question and the appreciation. Yes, there are many online platforms that you can learn. For example, Coursera, they are offering courses on Python and R. There is one course, Python for data science, offered by Coursera. However, for Coursera, if you want certificate, you have to pay for that course, though the payment is not that much. However, there is another platform supported by IBM. I cannot remember the link, but I will share it with Abdullahi because I also did a course on Python using that platform. And everything is free, including the certificate, but you have to pass the test after each module, and then you have to pass the general exam for you to be awarded the certificate. So you can also search through Google to find sites that are offering such kind of courses. I know futurelearn.com is also offering many courses because I have done a lot of courses on ECG, and even now I want to do some course with them. And important thing about them is they are collaborating with universities to offer those courses, and the certificate usually comes with endorsement from such universities. So you can also explore Future Learn, and you can get many courses from them. So the essence is just for you to start somewhere, start advancing your skills, no matter how little. And most of those courses are self-paced, so you will go with your speed, the way you want. If you want 5 hours daily, you continue with that until you finish, or maybe 2 hours daily, depending on your commitment. So these are some benefit of online courses, that you are the one going at your own speed, and nobody will put pressure on you. But you need to learn well and then try to pass the assessment for you to get the certificates. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please, the next person, I should try to keep it short, maybe ask the question in 30 seconds. Bello, your hand has been up since. Do you want to ask a question? Okay, it seems he's not responding. Umar Nasir, please, you can go on.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much, sir, for this I wish to for you to share your slide with us because it contains a lot of information that we can continue to go through it and continue to learn a lot from the slide. Please, I don't know if that would be possible.
Yeah, very well. I will share the slides with Abdullah so he can share with anybody interested.
Thank you so much.
Okay, for the third and last person, Benga, do you want to say anything?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for the training. It was really insightful for me. It was an eye opener. Thank you so much. My is aside these programming language courses and the communication skills, what are those other courses that one will need along this research journey that one can begin to put in for now and begin to be consistent in learning them. And how would you advise a medical student who who is burdened with a lot of workloads now, academics, like the his present workload in school, and how would you advise he cope with uh, these other courses that he wants to now combine with his with his academics? Like, is it really uh, going to be, is it going to be effective in handling both things at the same time now? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. This is a good question. So there are many other skills that people can learn. For example, scientific writing, how to write journal articles, how to do scientific referencing, and then how to do grant writing, which is also important. Because if you don't know how to write grants, you may not be able to apply very well and get selected for funding. So these are also skills that are important in research areas. And people that are going to maybe molecular levels, they need to learn all those molecular techniques like nucleic acid extraction, polymerase chain reaction, gel electrophoresis, and finally DNA sequencing. And as you have rightly mentioned, medical school, there is a lot of it depends on how you understand yourself and how you can kind of drive yourself. So you shouldn't start with many things that you cannot complete. You can start with small thing, maybe learning. For example, if I'm interested in programming, I will start learning basics of Python. For example, maybe I'm giving it 1 hour a day. That 1 hour consistently through a long period of time, I will be able to learn a lot about it. So you will see before you graduate, maybe you have become an expert or at least an intermediate in Python or something like that. So you need to know who you are because people differ. So don't say because Mr. A is doing so, so I must do that also. No. Know the times you allocate for reading, know the times you allocate for rest, nor the times you allocate for leisure, and so on. For example, like me, when I started learning Python, is what I do sometimes for my leisure because it's interesting. I like to code and see results. So I just put it on the time allocated for some of my leisure activities. So just know how you organize yourself, start small, be consistent, and keep growing and keep growing. By the time you graduate and you start maybe your postgraduate studies or specialization, you can get some time that you can add on such skills, and you have a focus that what do you want to learn, and you keep growing in that aspect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Unfortunately, we won't be able to take more questions because of time. We are really grateful that you're able to share your experience with us from being a lecturer, one of our favorite lecturers in physiology, to being our presenter here. We are really grateful, sir. So this will be the end of this session. I'm really grateful that you all could make the time to attend. And trust me, more will come from the Northwest Region Standing Committee on Medical Education. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, and
Thank
bye-bye.
you, and bye bye.